Okay, here we go. So, I'm trying something a little bit different this time around. Instead of doing a live stream, I ended up doing a map clear of the DLC first level, going to Ludwig. And the thing that kind of got me there was my mic was not only not plugged in, I wanted to try post editing and splicing my voice in this way. And going to do a commentary overhaul of this 35-minute video, I suppose. So, if you've watched any of the live streams or know, I have already done a loot run very early into the game. Probably like I was barely level maybe 40 or 50 when I decided to run this whole map, grab all the shit, no problem. Now I'm like level 98. I just beat Gehrman tonight, and I'm more than qualified to be here. I did kill Durja's apprentice in the cave. I did kill the beast hunter, though I cheesed the shit out of him unintentionally. Just watching these cowering ass fucking beasts. The old hunters were wild. This man just played me, is what that was. That was impressive. I appreciate how the old hunters used like Rottweilers and like some over the top ass breed of hunting dog. They did not give a fuck. I wish I could move like that. It's weird that he's still standing there like that, because I did technically pass under this area. I figured that would have triggered him. Yeah, I have no patience for this cowardice. Like I get in there. Like there's a difference between playing passively and just being an outright coward like these fearful beasts. And I get it. I understand the whole lore concept that the old hunters are the true beasts here. But you know, Boomhammer hunters don't fuck around. I love how he stole that kill too. That was great. And that was me fucking up. Some people be sleeping on the Augur Vibritus. And honestly, I only need to say one thing. Two-handed parries. I actually managed to get a couple of them off on Garamond even, but like people don't realize that the Augur can parry people if they're not familiar with it. And it's just an excellent thing to have if you're using like the Burial Blade, Ludwig's Greatsword, Holy Moonlight Blade, any over-the-top two-handed mega weapon of devastation where you can't hold a gun. Augur will fucking shine. I actually wasn't going to be uploading anymore tonight, but unfortunately the itch got to me where I needed 60,000 blood echoes for the Burial Blade. So I immediately decided to head into the DLC, and I think it's... by the time I finished completely, I clutched 58 or 59,000, and I'm not shy about selling shit to get what I need. Oh, this fucking guy. Like, he just keeps going for this underhand. Like, he's trying to out-cheese me. I don't like it. He's also blood drunk, I think, which makes him far more aggressive than, like, your standard. I always check back in that spot because that's one of the reasons the bell ringing woman will appear when co-oping. I guess paranoia just gets to me. Oh, and fuck this dude. He was an absolute asshole in our little fucking fight here. I kept getting in there too. As I parried him, I think it happened 2 or 3 times where I pulled it off, but it wouldn't let me parry him. And then he just starts going on his rant, and then the AoE picking up after each of his hits is what started to fuck me. There's another one. Yep. Now that was me fucking up. I can't say that that one wouldn't let me because I just goofed. That was me trying some dumb shit. I think my timing was just barely off on that one. Had I been like a moment later too, I'd be dead. I have no reason to go back there, but that is a boss fight. Okay, so when you do go back there and you manage to get to the back of him, you get a key item. Key item will unlock the thing necessary to actually do him as a boss. So I always appreciated that. He's also, it's Cleric Beast 2.0, but with lava and fire. He hits harder. He's not a wuss like the other one. I even looked at it as I was running through here, right? Like, I even thought to myself as I was running by that maybe I shouldn't be stepping on that black pile of shit. And sure enough, I got shot in the back. I got kind of distracted right there just looking at it. So, I should have rushed him, and I fucked up my time window, because then the Boomhammer Hunter got too close. And then I had to play it a little bit weird. Because, like, you never want to get rushed or deal with these guys all at the same time, just because those Molotovs have stun lock potential. It fucks you up hard. That was a good kick. And what I should be using is the torch in here. Like, I've always hated how absolutely dark this one little room is. Like, it doesn't need to be this dark. It's never needed to be this dark. In life and in death, that man will fuck you. I hate it. My first time through here, I did not go up here because I knew damn well I wasn't ready for this the first time. He can do some serious damage, but his big thing is he's about the tankiest motherfucker that ever lived. Like, you can play him pretty well with his build. That's really the only thing you gotta look out for. And this is where I fucked him. And I didn't mean to fuck him, but I wasn't gonna let this go either. Because I want one of my favorite guns in the game is the Pierce Rifle. And the only way to get that gun is by killing this guy and taking that badge that's about to drop. There it is. So I'm not sorry I fucked him, but I totally didn't do that intentional either. And I mean, aside from the fact that you saw I cornered him, if you're wondering why exactly he did that, it's because his AI is it's like passive aggressive. He likes to poke. Right? If he can't get a combo off, or more specifically, if you interrupt his combo in any singular hit, his first instinct is to move every time. So if you can get him cornered, he's only going to try and go backwards, and it's a done deal. Fuck this precognizant asshole. Oh no, that's not the precognizant asshole. One of these guys has got sixth sense. I swear it. I also pulled a really ballsy dumbass move here. Like, had he decided to rush me in my menu, I might have died. Nope, it's this. This is the precognizant asshole. Oh man, look at this. Just new. So I tried to kite this one out. Let it be known, I hate this cave. It's not even this, though. This guy is an extra special kind of dick. Like, while I was fighting him, I got super pissed. But I guess I can't fault him too hard, right? Because later on, he starts doing the thing with the Gatling gun, which is like a super anti-PvP gank move ordeal, right? You can interrupt small bodies with the Gatling super hard. And as long as you just are made of like silver bullets, you can just keep doing it and you can cheese PvP matches, especially if you have an ally. Like what he's doing to me right there where I shouldn't be alive, you can do that to other people. And if you have like one of your allies or someone's creeping up on them from behind or from the side, you will fuck them every time. I was playing this one super on edge too, like I really winged the shit out of it. That shouldn't be happening. And I wonder if that's just because I'm fighting him somewhere I shouldn't be. Because usually you just go through that hole in the wall and you fight him below you, and it's not much of a problem. What I've noticed if you bring him up to these higher levels of the cave, this fucking dickhead does some weird shit. And it was like right about here I realized I was not going to do this whole level in one run. And to be fair, if I didn't have to fight like Jura's apprentice that whole fucking time, I probably could have. Amygdalin arm right here for the taking. And now, if you paid attention just within the last few seconds, you could see that hunter beeline it from the bridge. That was the moment I for sure fucked myself. If he hadn't moved, or if I hadn't done something that would have made him move up there, this would be so much easier to deal with. And I fucking played myself right here. See, here I was moving thinking I could, like, get a better angle on him. And it slowly sunk in how much this is not fucking happening. Then I tried one more time from the other side. At this point, like, I have one blood vial and I know it. I know better. You'd think I know better, right? Nope. Get dicked on. This was the fuck it moment where I knew for a fact I ain't doing this in one run. I'm gonna stop trying. And to shorten the video, I did cut out some of the loading screens and passive time in the hunter's dream, just to get in and out of the bullshit. Because no one wants to sit there for like a minute and a half just looking at load screens and me doing whatever. So this was me doubting myself, looking for, I think these are constable's gloves in that location. And I kind of struggled for a second here, trying to manage this. Because I don't know what was up with their AIs, but they started like switching in and out. And it frustrated the shit out of me, actually. Then I could cleave him out. I cleaved him out. And then just said, fuck this guy. Somewhere in one of those swings, I know I got hyper armor I shouldn't have. And I just kind of got lucky with that backswing. I actually thought that was going to be more difficult than dealing with the assholes under the bridge. I know for sure there's one more dog always over here with his little hound master friend. The reason it's usually a good idea to go back there first anyways is it gets this guy's attention and gets him out of that little death cove with all the birds that could stunwalk you. And it makes this fight a bit more bearable. Every old hunter in their own right whoop ass. So it's best to never fight them in any kind of a group. Scythe hunters have always impressed me, and blood drunk hunters aren't to be fucked with. But then there's always this one particular guy, and I fought him more than enough times to know some of his more bullshit methods. Yep, you can kind of cheese him just a bit. There's no doubt in my mind that those little tombstones, like in the center of this little micro arena, were put there on purpose. I didn't even know they could drop vermin, which is just really nice. Technically speaking, if you were to go ass loads, just a metric fuck ton of arcane, you could probably farm them to a lesser extent. I don't remember if they always respawn, but I'm pretty sure they do. As a rule of thumb, you should never fight these two executioners head on, ever. It's honestly so much more convenient and easier to bypass them initially, get to the Nightmare Church, go back to the Hunter's Dream, and if you're still content on doing a clear, like I am, which I'll do this in a second, what you do is you take it backwards. You'll know, Bloodborne does not handle too many things very well in reverse, because they're set up in ambushes and traps, so when you go the other way, you kind of fuck them. This guy. Like beast cutters, they have so much AoE. And that is about the only item in this whole fucking map that I have not gathered. Oh my god, with this fucking ceiling fan. That would be the whirligig saw right there. If you hear rattling, this annoying ass rattling sound coming out of my mic, sorry about that. That's my ceiling fan. Whenever it decides to go off as the same time that the vents want to ventilate, it just rattles. And honestly, it pisses me off because I've done damn near everything I could to try and stop that too. I've fucked with all the screws, all that shit. Anyways, though, back to this. Of the executioners, this guy is hands down the easiest. And for those of you that are just, I don't know, bullet hungry and just need all the ammo, that's the guy. If I'm not mistaken, he drops 10 each time. I'm actually really glad that I did what I just did there. Because when I hit him with that heavy overhead, I interrupted his buff. And I don't know if it fucked with his AI to make him think he just has it, or his AI has just decided that he doesn't need to try again, or he can't. But not dealing with that bullshit, purple blast, AoE, whatever you want to call it, is an absolute lifesaver. And now I'm going back into the cove where you can find the executioner garb. And it's also a place where you can find a friendly summon if you're part of the league. I'm pretty sure it's league related, because that's the younger Madara twin. Personally, I'm not interested. The only NPC I will accept for the Ludwig fight is Walter himself. The man is an absolute monstrosity of a summon. And blood vials. And that is the full clear.